Hello and welcome to College Station, Texas. Today at the home of the 12th man as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He will step out of bounds, but no. Big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big... and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college.
He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And wings it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tease. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time,
and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wants to fire on second down. Feeling some heat. He's looking deep. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The aerial assault continues. Oh, he wants it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to throw, it's Sayin. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Buckeyes will go for it on 4th down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He makes a grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He now has 80 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 2nd down now after the sack. Looking to pass. It's Reed. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going over the top. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Corner's going to give them room. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset on
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll give it to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
They'll ride Davis here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To throw, it's Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown, Aggie! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He uncorks one deep. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Davis.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quick release on the RPO. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's got the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot up over.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's O'Neal. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And first down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Smashes through the tackle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a crease to the left. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
13.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Second down, now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's past the 30. And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He wants to throw. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Let's go.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 9-yard line, number 37 in punt formation.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.